Hi everyone, welcome to the 10th feeding video. Today I will feed 7 slings and a desert scorpion. I usually feed them in the evening around 9 to 11 p.m. because they're usually active at this time. This is Mimi, she's a fossorial, so the last time I saw her was in the previous rehousing video. I haven't seen Mimi for weeks, because she rarely comes out of her burrow. So this is a rare scene where I caught her outside while drinking from her water dish. I wanted to take this opportunity to feed her on camera, but it seems I scared her when I opened the lid, so now she's frozen and doesn't want to move. It's okay, I won't bother her anymore. When I came back the next morning, the worm was still there, stuck between the crevices of the bottle cap. As for Mimi, she was still on the ground. Strangely enough, she should have been hiding in the cave during the day. This is suspicious. The second sling is Mama. I've never caught her hunting on camera. Even if I caught her out in the open and offered her a worm, she would either ignore it or run away in panic. But after 2 weeks of refusing food, I finally saw the day she hunted. I guess hunger beat all Mimi's self-doubt and cowardice. Vietnam Blue is the best species I've ever had. She's not only a talented architect but also a skilled hunter. When the other slings let me down with their beginners, she always eats better than the rest of them. Before that, she crawled from the middle hole to this side to hunt. She was smart to choose the nearest burrow and raid her prey in the black spot. I'm gonna spray some water in half of her enclosure to maintain the moisture she needs. Next are the imported slings. BITIS is my newest sling, which means I only had it for about a month. In the first few weeks, as soon as I touched the enclosure, it would immediately disappear without a trace. But after a month of getting used to the southern environment and climate, it appeared on the entrance more often. Great news, BITIS has just molted. I'll take it out and show you guys. That's the leg. Spray it a bit. This is the next morning. Oh, it's running back into its hide. Let me open the lid and check on the worm inside. There's no worm inside, so BITIS ate. Next is the only scorpion in the collection, TOTO, a hermaphrodite, which means she can have babies on her own without a mate. I know that she's very strong on camera, so I'll leave 2 worms here and offer her a few drops of water. On the next morning, TOTO prefers the small worm, so she ate all the juice inside, leaving just an empty shell. She doesn't like the big one and is still alive. Let me check on her. Oh, a fat belly. She must be full after a meal. And what's that? Her shell? But when? Seems like everyone has to molt at the same time, huh? I'll certainly keep it. FIFI used to dig a tunnel here, but since I moved her bottle cap, she moved too. Let's remove this and feed her. She hasn't eaten anything for 3 weeks. The worm crawled and touched her leg. Normally she would have grabbed it when she noticed the movement, not hesitantly like now. Now that I noticed, her abdomen is quite big and black. Maybe she's about to molt. She just bites it. She doesn't want to take it. Why? Let's have a better look. Let's just put this back in and check on everything tomorrow. Can't forget the water. On the next morning, I don't see the worm anywhere, so I assume she eats. This is the worm I just put in for KIKI, my second pumpkin patch. She hasn't eaten for a long time, which gives me a bad feeling. I was afraid she would end up like Bum Bum, so I tore open her web to check. And what I feared happened. She was not moved, lying on her back, and her stomach was flat, indicating she was dead. The last one is TITI, my biggest and strongest sling. Seeing it suits the sadness of having just lost KIKI. Its abdomen is quite plump, so it won't come out now. The next morning, the worm is gone, leaving a fat tarantula sling in its burrow. What good news!